Well, welcome to this latest midweek musing. I do hope you had the opportunity to go on holiday during the summer. You know, as we started lockdown, I know in my mind I was thinking, as long as we get to September, we've just got to get to September, everything will be back to normal and we can carry on. How wrong I was. So for this midweek musing, I just want to reflect on the way forward for us as church, and also to invite feedback. I really value some feedback on all this. See, at the moment we're under local restrictions, which kind of means we're unable to do much more than we are doing at present. But once these local restrictions are lifted, hopefully in a few weeks' time, should we be making more of an effort to gather on a Sunday morning? See, one of the things we could potentially do at Wollaston, because of the flexible space, is to meet as cafe style. So we'd have tables around the building, people would come in, go and find a table, tea, coffee would be served them by others. So people wouldn't need to wear face coverings apart from those who are serving tea and coffee. We could have sung worship by the worship team if they're up for that, because they're allowed to do that now. It could be a short talk, time of prayer. We could potentially offer children's work, although Louise is currently thinking through how best to support families and children as we move forward. Numbers would have to be kept to 30 or 40 to ensure the environment is kept safe. So people would have to book in, and maybe people would need to just book in once or twice a month to keep numbers manageable. I think at this stage I'm just trying to gauge the appetite to gather on a Sunday morning, because of course we'd have to gather teams to do the serving at the table. I'd have to check the worship team were up for it. I'm also aware I'm probably pushing to the limit the interpretation of government guidelines, and I'd have to just check that through as well. But if we can meet with friends at the pub, in a restaurant, at a cafe, why not as church? At Beaujeu, it may be we have to content ourselves with a simple SED service for the foreseeable future, where face coverings are required. But I would value your feedback. What is the appetite for us gathering on a Sunday morning at the moment? We've got PCC meetings at Beaujeu and Wollaston over the coming weeks. So again, I just value to hear what you think about all this. So either use the comment section, message me, or email myself or Dawn if you prefer. And I'm sure there'll be a mix of feelings. There'll be those who are desperate to gather as community to worship together. There are those, I'm sure, who are equally desperate but just don't feel the environment is safe enough. And there'll be those who I'm sure will be thinking it's just too soon. And I do understand all those different views. Finally, just to let you know that we're planning on putting in a phone line and broadband at St Mary's Wollaston, and that should be available in a month or two. I can just foresee a need for an online presence for quite a while, and I'd quite like to get to the point where we're live streaming what we do on a Sunday morning, so people have the choice to either gather physically or they can join in at home online. So bless you, hope to see you all soon, and please do feedback. Amen.